everyone! Welcome back to commentary. My name is Kirby and...
Hey, Kirby, what are you doing here?
Gotta run.
Come back here! Damn it. Greetings, everyone. My name is Ryan Dino, and this is another commentary, my commentary, of Kirby's Dream Land. Yeah, I just decided, hey, you know what would be a good commentary for this channel? Kirby's Dream Land, because it's short, it's sweet, and I think this will actually become the shortest commentary on my channel. So, for people who are not into my commentaries or watching long videos, hey, give this one a try, why not? But, I just decided, you know what, let's calm things down a bit after, Sin and Punishment and Super Smash Bros., two games I love so much, and give Kirby a try. Might as well start with the obvious, like I always do in these commentaries, which is, how did I get to know Kirby? Which is interesting because Kirby is a series, it's not a series that I like as much as like Castlevania, Super Smash Bros., Metroid, all that stuff, but it's a series that I highly respect. I have always known him by Kirby ever since I was young, and I really do like Kirby as a character because of his... he's just so not only cute, but he's just so kind to everyone, even if they don't deserve it. He's a pink puffball, or in this case white, of pure goodness, But I've known about Kirby since I was a kid, and I think this was actually the first game I ever tried on an emulator back during my emulator phase, because it was short and sweet and all that stuff, and I actually did beat it. I mean, I did die a few times, and I will say this right now, I did die a couple of times during this playthrough, just out of complete stupidity. But it's a very easy game. For the time, it's a very easy game, and for now, it's also extremely easy. So it is a great jumping point for people who want to get into video games. Like, all you need to learn is that Kirby can jump, he swallows, and when you swallow something, you can throw it back up at the enemy. That's the only way you're gonna damage enemies in this game, because in this game, because it suffers from first game syndrome, the Kirby does not have his signature copy ability. So you can only swallow enemies and suck up enemies and throw the stars back up. That's all you can do. But after Kirby's Dream Land, I remember that I wouldn't get into many more Kirby games for a while. I would try out a few, like Kirby 64, during my emulator phase, but never really got far. Kinda similar to my Mega Man history, like I wouldn't really get far into a lot of these games. But eventually, with the Nintendo Switch Online service, I was able to play the likes of Kirby's Adventure, Kirby Superstar, and eventually, during last year, during my giant 3DS and Wii U battle plan, I got Kirby's Dream Land 1 and 2, and also Kirby's Blood Blast, which was technically a 3D side game. It was small. It was like based on one of the mini games of Planet Robobot, and it's basically just a fuller version of that. And instead of taking like 10 minutes complete, it's like 30 minutes. Ooh. But yeah, I finally got to play those to own Dreamland 1 and then Dreamland 2. I also played that, and I had fun with it. I still have yet to actually play Kirby's Dream Land 3. I did play a little bit, but I gotta actually go back to it and finish it. But I played those games, and then eventually, while there's still a lot of Kirby games I have yet to play. For example, I did play the demos of Star Allies and Forgotten Lands, but I have not yet gotten those games yet. Return to Dreamland is also another game that I haven't played yet, but I'll probably play the remake, the deluxe version on the Switch. But I have played Triple Deluxe and Blood Robot, and I really enjoyed those games. Those are quintessential Kirby action, I'd say. Besides that, I remember, like, when I was young during my emulator phase, Kirby Air Ride was one of the few games that could run well on my old PC. Decently well. And I remember that I actually played it quite a bit and tried to go for a few of the challenges. Never did get all the challenges, and to this day I haven't really played Air Ride in a good while. But I have a lot of fond memories with that game. I'm not sure if I would ever do a commentary on that one because it's a racing game. Not just because it's a racing game. I mean, I'll just say this right now. There's a few racing games that I do want to do a commentary on later down the road. I won't say which ones are, but keep an eye out for like the future, especially if I get a capture card, because there's some racing games I really want to do for the channel. But Kirby Air Ride is a game that I have a lot of fond memories of, and I just remember having a blast with it. One day I would like to play it with friends via Parsec. That would be nice, especially because Nintendo doesn't seem like they're gonna re-release the game anytime soon. So I mean, what else can I do? You know, a re-release of Air Ride would be pretty cool, especially with online, like not just City Trial online, but just the game in general online. That would be a blast to play. But what else have I played? I played Kirby 64, and I remember enjoying that one. The GB, I mean, I've played the DS games, all with the exception of Superstar Ultra, because that was not re-released on the Wii U Virtual Console for some reason. But I did play Canvas Curse, Creek Squad, and Mass Attack. Canvas Curse, I, honest God, did not like that much. Creek Squad, I actually had a decent time. It's a game that really just goes through the motions, but it's still a nice Kirby game. It's still a good Kirby game. It's still a game you can have fun. It's just extremely easy to 100%. But I do like the rewards that the game gives you, like more palettes for Kirby and stuff like that. That's cool. And Mass Attack, I don't have the highest opinions on that game, but it was interesting in some fashion. But I just didn't like how some of the game's levels went on for too fucking long. But it was interesting. I'm glad that I tried out those games, even Canvas Curse, which I didn't like that much. I am a bit hesitant in giving Rainbow Curse a shot, considering that Canvas Curse did not leave me with the highest of opinions. But maybe that game is better than Canvas Curse and learns from some of Canvas Curse's mistakes. So maybe one day I'll give it that one a shot. Superstar Ultra, maybe one day, but not for a while. And Return to Dreamland. I think Return to Dreamland, Star Allies, and Forgotten Lands, and Dreamland 3 are like the big ones that I want to get into. And I mean, Amazing Mirror, I've never played that one, but I want to try it. And Nightmare Dreamland, I did play a bit during my emulator phase, but didn't get far. I already played Kirby's Adventure, so when I play Nightmare Dreamland, I know what I'm gonna get. Because Nightmare Dreamland is pretty much a remake of Kirby's Adventure, and a damn good remake from what I've heard. So, yeah. Besides that, I actually don't have that much to say about Kirby. Besides that, fuck man, I really like Kirby, and...
hello, I'm here, I'm Kirby.
No, Kirby?
But you can't get a display through.
Okay, sure.
Alright, can I say my own opinions?
I mean, these are your games, so your opinions are gonna be biased.
I don't care. I really like my games, they're really nice. I especially like the time where I fight demons from outer space, and demons from hell, and demons that bleed from their eyes. That was really cool, right?
What the fuck?
Yep. Bye-bye.
Okay, okay. Our first special guest, Kirby himself, has decided to join. Oh, looks like I have another special guest. I wonder who that is. Hello there, everybody. My name is King DDD, and I'm here to say that I got a clobber that there, Kirby. Alright, I'm going away. Bye-bye. Okay, I like that these special guests just come here, just say some random shit, and they come out. I mean, well, will Meta Knight join us? Greetings, everyone. Oh, no, God, no. I'm here to say that, I actually don't have much to say, so, good luck with your commentary, Rhino Dino. Thanks, Meta Knight. At least he was straight to the point. But in regards to my overall opinions on Kirby's Dream Land, like, it's a fun game, you know? It's a short one, and just like I said at the beginning, it's really good for people who want to get into Kirby. Besides that, there's been a bunch of Kirby spin-offs throughout the years. I mean, some of the games that I did play were spin-offs, like Canvas Curse and Mass Attack. The ones that try more with Kirby. Oh, I also played Kirby's Pinball Lands, and I enjoyed that one, but pinball adventure games are always a tricky thing, because pinball, when you're playing casually, you're going for a high score, but when you're making a pinball game that's like a single player game that that actually has like an end goal and is a game that you can beat. Sometimes it can be a bit of a bitch getting the ball to exactly where you want to go, and people can easily get frustrated. I mean, Kirby's Pinball Land is not the only example of this. There's also Sonic's Pinball and Mario's Pinball Land on the GBA. So yeah, there's always that. But Kirby's one of those characters that's like so multifaceted. I mean, like he can fit into everything. A simple character design where I could draw him very easily. If you guys saw my Mario Paint Mario Artist Paint Studio commentary and you saw my DeviantArt link, you probably have seen that I have drawn Kirby a few times, because not only is he simple to draw, but like, man, I really like his character design, man. It is so good. I really like him. So, like, yeah. But Kirby is also Masahiro Sakurai's baby, kind of. I mean, he no longer works on Kirby. He has left HAL Laboratory, which since then has continued to do Kirby games. But it was pretty much Sakurai's creation in trying to make a game that was more for beginners and stuff like that. Oh, I died. Damn it. He was trying to make a game that was more for beginners. And initially, he wanted Kirby's color to be pink. But Miyamoto said that he wanted the color to be yellow. And they did figure it out in time for the Japanese box art, but I guess the message wasn't given to the American and European part. So in the Western box art of the game, he's just white, like how he is in the game. Because the Game Boy is a system that is in black and white, because to cut on costs, but it ended up becoming very popular. To just say, people really like the Game Boy. Actually, this is the first Game Boy game that I do, and it's interesting because it's like the first game on this channel that is from a portable game. It's a portable game, it's from a portable console. All the other games I've done so far have been on consoles or PC, but no, this one is a portable, so give it up for Kirby. And Kirby always fits well on portables, even though nowadays there's no dedicated portable. Nowadays what we have is the Nintendo Switch, which is a hybrid, which I mean is great, but there was some people may argue that some of the charm of uniquely portable games has been lost, because those were always smaller in scale and not as important as the big ones, so they would usually experiment. I mean, just look at the Zelda handheld games for reference, But I do like that the Switch has kinda given us a hybrid of the two. Not completely, because I do feel like it's being skewed towards one way rather than the other. But I do feel like the Switch is pretty much being the home of some handheld games. I mean, yeah, pretty much that, yeah. And Kirby will always live on, even on the Switch. Like you can get like with Kirby's Return to Dreamland, that was pretty much a return to the Superstar formula, with those where you can do multiple attacks per copy ability. That is a system that would later on be incorporated into Smash Bros. And they returned to that, and then they put games like that on Triple Deluxe and Play Robot, which were on the 3DS for continuations of that. Those were handheld games that, while they didn't look as good as Return to Dreamland, those still look pretty good for the system. And so now they brought them over with Star Allies, and Star Allies was, because of its bigger focus on multiplayer, the level design can be a bit empty at points, but I feel like, from what I've seen, the free updates that the game got really did strengthen the game and make it a pretty good time. And now with Forgotten Land, like, Kirby finally has a fully 3D game. It's so interesting that Kirby took so long to make the transition. Like, supposedly there was gonna be a 3D Kirby game on the GameCube, but that was scrapped. They made a 2D one, but that was scrapped. And then that became Return to Dreamland on the Wii, which took forever to come out. Like, it was a late Wii game. And they just stuck with the 2D ones for a while. They made some 3D experiments. I mean, Air Ride, it was a 3D game, and there were some points where you could get off your vehicle and run around a bit, but it wasn't too complex. I mean, the only things you could do was jump. That's it. And then there was Kirby's Blow Up Blast, that minigame in Blood Robot that got its own side canon, which is pretty much a reimagining of Dreamland just in 3D. interesting. It's very interesting how Kirby went up and down. I mean, with Kirby 64, with Nintendo 64, the platform where many games made the transition to 3D. Kirby decided,
how about I go 2.5D instead?
And yeah, it's like they got a bit scared. I mean, I can sort of get it because Kirby is a character where you can pretty much fly with him infinitely to make platforming easier. Of course, the game does not become completely 100% easy with that because he's naturally slower and there's gonna be some enemies that are gonna pop up from the air, but it's not hard to defeat them. Again, this is supposed to be baby's first platform, right? You know, an easy platform for you to get in and understand. So I guess in a 3D space, being able to fly forever would be a bit weird. But I do like the solution that you brought with Forgotten Land, which is basically you can pretty much jump infinitely, but there's always a height cap depending on where you jump. So for example, the higher the altitude you are, you know, the higher you get, but you can only get so high, you know? Hi. So yeah, that's an interesting thing. But I'm glad that they finally made a free Kirby game. And while I don't, for my version in terms of Kirby lore, yeah, the series has lore. It's not as dense as Kirby Star Allies, but it's still interesting, you know, because that's the interesting thing with Kirby. Kirby, you know, has been a happy-go-lucky series, but it always has its moments of like, it's more dark and creepy moments, and that's very fascinating. There was already a thing with like Dreamland 2 with Dark Matter, and then Kirby 64 brought 02, which is he literally bleeds from his eye. But then when Kirby got his new director, Shinya Kumazaki, who is now the current voice actor for Diddy in the games, he brought in a lot of elements like to the Kirby series I very much appreciate. Like, you can literally, in Kirby Triple Deluxe and Planet Robot, you could, while you're fighting one of the final bosses, you could pause the game and read their backstory, and their backstory is sad as fucking shit, and I'm like, oh, wow. And some of the demons that he fights are like literally cosmic horror. One of the things I really like about Shinya Kumazaki is that he actually draws cosmic horror art on his free time. I think if you go to his Wikipedia page, there's like a web link for his website. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Like, he not only is he a great artist, but like his art is simply amazing. I really like cosmic horror. I'm not much of a horror guy in general, but cosmic horror, the way that's drawn, like, I have an appreciation for that. I really enjoy it. Also, one of my friends draws horror-like pieces, and I also really enjoy them. If you're watching this video or listening to this video, shoutouts to you. I guess the keyword for this one would be legato sprucers. Love and peace. That's fascist stampede. But yeah, no, I very much appreciate that kind of art, and I very much, I think the thing that I like about Kirby, that's interestingly enough, I feel like Sonic is kind of dipping his toes into, and I won't spoil Frontiers for the people who haven't yet beaten it, although please play it. It's a good Sonic game. Yes. I do like how it kind of has a similar ending to what you would see in a Kirby game, and that's kind of neat. You know, that's actually kind of cool. So I do wonder where Sonic's direction will be going, but this isn't about Sonic. This is about Kirby. One of these days, I'll actually do a Sonic commentary. I wonder when that day will be. For now, Kirby, and we're getting to the end of the game. The last stage is pretty much a rematch with all of the game's bosses. And after that, you fight King Dedede himself. It's time to clobber that Kirby. Come here, Kirby. I'm slamming my hammer. Oh, I missed. Ah!
Haha! Got you now, Kurt. Got you now, Dedede.
No, I'm gonna beat you. Here's a hammer. Oh, damn it, I missed. And yeah! I can fly too! Oh, damn it! As you can no doubt tell, I fucking love doing voices of these characters. It's so charming. I like it. Like King Dedede's voice being based off of the English stuff of the anime. It's like him and Escargoon was voiced by the same voice actor, Ted Lewis, and that was really fun. Damn it! Well, I had poor judgment on that one. Anyway, restarting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, even though this game is easy, I do die a couple of points, but that's mainly because I misjudged something or something. Again, this game, because of its short nature, and because it's also not that hard, I really doubt you get a game over, unless you got really unlucky. But because of how easy this game is to play, I mean, emulation, but there's also, you know, it recently got added to Nintendo Switch Online, and you don't need the expansion pack for this one. Because it's a Game Boy game. New Game Boy games are part of the basic subscription, so there's that. It was also available on the 3DS, but the eShop is down, so you can only get it. So Nintendo Switch Online is the way to go if you don't want to like emulate it on your PC. But even then, yeah, this is a very easy game to get into. If you've never played Kirby, this is a good way to start. Even if he doesn't have his trademark copy ability, it's good to understand like the basics of Kirby. But it's interesting to note that King Dedede kind of became more and more of an ally to Kirby as the games went along, because he's only really a villain in this game and adventure at first, but then you find out why he was doing the things he was doing, and I kind of like that the games kind of add that complexity. It's like it's nothing out of this world, but I kind of like it for a platformer like this. So yeah, I very much appreciate that. And then Kirby would just fight a lot of abominations, and King Dedede would most of the time be his ally, or just not be in the game. I mean, I like the time in Dreamland 3 where his mouth like he got possessed by one of the dark matter creatures, and his stomach literally opened and became a mouth like with teeth. Like what? That is some like alien shit right there. No wonder Kirby really likes his cosmic horror. He really likes his cosmic horror. And he's dead. Bye bye. Oh, I've been beaten again. Oh yeah, I guess I should explain the plot. King Dedede is a greedy bastard and stole all of Dreamland's food, and Kirby, being the great hero that he is here to save the day and defeat Dedede and give the food back to the people of Dreamland. That's it. That's as simple as the plot. Kirby himself being a very young but very lover of food. His favorite food being tomatoes. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all you need to know about Kirby. You'll get introduced to more characters as you go along. Kirby's Adventure introduces the Masked Meta Knight, a guy who you can never fully understand if he's a hero or a villain, but nowadays he's more of a hero than anything. And a bunch of other characters. I mean, everybody talks about Marx from Superstar. Everybody talks about Magalore from Return to Dreamland. Is it? I forgot his name. Fuck. Taranza from Triple Lux. Susie from Planet Robots. I won't get into more characters, but people love Kirby, and yeah, we're already at the credits, so this commentary will wrap up shortly. I don't have much to add, besides that, thank you all for watching, and see y'all next time when with another commentary. Don't know what that will be, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. See you later, everybody.
Bye bye.
Oh, ow, ooh, I, ooh, ooh, ow, oh, ow, oh, oh. How the hell did I get beaten? What the hell? Oh. God damn that Kirby! Oh, I hate that Kirby! I'm leaving.